So welcome to part 2, events. This means we've skipped over looks, sounds, and we're straight into events. Why is that? Well, because there is one really important event block, something that detects when you have pressed something on the keyboard. So what I want to do is have it so that when you press the up arrow, so I have just clicked here and selected up arrow, but if you're a bit of a gamer and you like the ASDW type format, that's fine, but I'm going to stick with up arrow. I'm going to make Felix move 10 steps. But first of all, I need him to point in the right direction. Now there you saw me moving these blocks around, and I know you know how Lego works. And Lego works by moving blocks around, and this is no different. If you end up with something in between, you have to pull it apart, swap it round, but we don't want to swap it round. We need Felix to point up. Now, to give this a try, I'm going to have to hit the green flag, and when I press the up key, he points up and moves up, but none of my other keys work. So I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to go into events, and I am going to add the really most obvious next one. Now, I could duplicate this block, or I could build it from scratch. Did you get that pun? So, we will get Felix to point in direction, and we want him to point down, and then we want him to move 10 steps. But equally, we could have duplicated this block, and then changed the direction, and move 10 steps. Throwing it away, I just move it over here. You need to experiment and play with these things. Let's give this a try. We now have Felix moving up and down. Are we not masters of the universe? Just to finish this off, we can add the right arrow. And this one I'm going to do manually. I'm going to point in direction. I'm going to point 90 degrees, that's fine, and I'm going to move 10 steps. And then I'm going to leave you to figure out how to do the left arrow and which direction that might be. But we will give this a quick try. And you can see that I can move around. Now, there are other sorts of events that we will come to at a later date. But for now, the main thing is that you get used to moving blocks around, duplicating blocks. Now, how do I do that? I right click, that's just the right hand mouse button. If you're a left hand user, or like me, you're ambidextrous, it may well be the left mouse button, but you can sort it out because I know that you can figure stuff out by experimentation. And here's the secret. This is how people learn to program.